Howdy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Pocket Change. Episode 15.
1-5.
Episode 15 of the Pocket Change. All right.
So what trauma happened to you at 15?
15. I was trying to think about this. 15. I just remember. Again, it's very sports heavy. You know, I'm like a sophomore now.
Yeah.
Playing on varsity in football. It's very like raucous year. I get a girlfriend, you know.
What was that, like your first girlfriend? Was it like a legit?
Yeah, I mean, I think she was older than me, you know what I mean? I think I was just trying to be cool, you know what I mean?
But did you feel cool?
I did feel cool,
So
yeah.
then that's all that matters.
And I did, you know, as a young kid, you know, as a young kid starting on varsity, so it was really, you know, you felt like a
Superstar?
king, dude. I love my sophomore year. My sophomore year was dope as fuck, because it was cool to be a young kid with the old kids, and then be with then you could still hang out with your friends too, and you'd be like a normal guy, and then you'd be like their little brother too. That's why the first time I seen cocaine used, when I tell you that story, that guy hit a fucking bump of cocaine in the back of that van.
Yeah.
That's that year. We used to get in fights with the Rollin' Raiders, dude. Rollin' High School. One of my homies threw like a fucking log at the back window, and they're like driving away at this big old passing league tournament. It was a hectic year, you know.
That's gnarly.
What about you? 15-year-old AJ?
15. What grade is that?
That is, it's like I was a sophomore.
So that means I would have
14-year freshman, 15-year sophomore, technically.
So I was a sophomore. I think that's like 15. Oh, 15 was in between moving and shit. I just got back from the Philippines, I think.
You lived in the Philippines?
No, I visited I went to go visit, and I got fat.
You got fat in the Philippines?
Fucking whack.
Their food crazy or
they
what?
They just fucking fed me, bro.
Yeah.
I was like 155 going to the Philippines, and I came back like 190.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang, they showed you love through food.
I was fucking
classic brown culture.
Dude. And then when I got back, everyone was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know.
I hated that, dude. Going into like, that's hilarious. Going the new year of school and everyone comes back. Either you got fat or skinny, or you got like pimples, or your hair is different. You know. What a terrible time. But you like the Philippines?
Yeah, it was cool. I got hustled, man. I tried to buy like some porno DVDs, and then.
What was on there? Just fucking
like locals. I don't know.
Just like people hanging out.
Yeah,
just like home videos.
No, because you could get whatever you want, like at those little shops. And I was like,
right.
Oh, yeah, let's go get some pornos.
Let's get some pornos, Filipino pornos.
And he tried to hustle me. And
that's
I was like,
cool.
That doesn't make sense. But I can't speak the God.
Right.
So I'm like,
Right. That's probably cool though, to like get porn from your native country.
Yeah.
You know, so you can like really picture yourself in there. Because like now I'm watching porn, I'm like, dang, I'm not like a
Dude, it was like a
guy.
DVD.
Yeah.
It was like a.
Is this your uncle? Is this your uncle over there? Like, hey, Tito. Is that my Tito? Is that my
Like,
Tito?
what is it? I remember watching it. And then they were fucking on banana leaves.
Whoa, they're fucking on banana leaves.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa, that's cool. Like an El Salvadorian tamale.
Hey, there you go.
You know, that's dang, that's racist kind of. They're
No,
like being
it's not.
self-racist somehow, you know. They
They're
fuck on a bed? Why are they on banana leaves?
It's not a stereotype if it's part of the culture.
I guess that's true. Is it like extra wet, extra slippery? You go out there, banana leaves, you
I
know?
don't know. And I bought some Jordans.
You bought Jordans.
They were fake Jordans.
I mean, not that you know, Filipinos can't have native Filipinos can't have Jordans.
It was fake, bro.
How much is the money? How does the money work? Is it like
Back then it was like $1 was a lot.
a lot of money?
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember I was running around ball.
You're throwing money around like
no, I couldn't, but
you couldn't.
Yeah, I had to like. It depends. It depended on.
You got to save all your money for porno DVDs. You know what I mean? You can't just go willy nilly running around. You got these fucking porno. Bush or no bush over there? Do you remember?
No bush.
No bush.
No
Wow,
bush.
they're like, we have enough jungle out here. We got enough jungle. We can't continue this.
That's fine.
Man, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, 15 was a weird time. So you got back from vacation all fat, and then what did you You nothing spectacular happened when you were a sophomore?
No, because that was my sophomore.
Because I had a damn good sophomore year, dude. Sophomore year was cool. Junior year was cool, too. I had a pretty good high school. Actually.
Maybe it was 13 that I went to the Philippines. Because I wasn't a sophomore. That had to be before high school.
Yeah.
Right?
You were fat in high school already?
No. I was thinner.
Dude, I remember one time my coach told me he was telling me that he was like, hey, Marty, you should probably lay off the snacks and shit. He's like, I know I like to go home and eat chips too and shit. And I was like, dang, you call me fat? He was like, well, you know. Yeah,
I like those people.
Oh, man, he was the shit, dude. Yeah, I remember when Obama was elected, dude. Sophomore year, dude. This is my sophomore year.
Okay.
Oh no, well, it's like it's actually the end of my freshman year. It was the end of the fall of freshman year because I was like a freshman on varsity, like because our season ended and they were in playoffs, so they brought up like the freshmen.
Yeah.
And we're stretching, and it's like the November nights, and he like gets elected president, and all our coaches are black. So like walking down, they're like, "Oh shit, dude!" This is, you know, they're saying the N-word and shit. Like, this guy's president and shit. And I just remember being like, "Dang, that's cool." Like they're black and they have a black president. That's so wild.
That is cool.
Yeah. So all our coaches were always black, dude. And then yeah, when I was going into junior year after sophomore year, he told me that I was getting fat. And then I need to stop getting fat. He's like, you play a speed position, bro. I was like, oh, God.
Was he wrong?
No, he was totally right. Dude, going into college, I was like, I went to go play safety because I wasn't big enough to play linebacker, but I was too fat and slow to play safety. So they ended up moving me back down linebacker because they're like, we don't even know where to put this guy. You know? It was the worst body type. I'm fat and short. Like, at least be fat and tall or short and skinny. You know what I mean?
Or short and thick, quick.
Yeah, I guess thicker. Yeah, or just.
Did you play? What were you like? You weren't like a halfback or fullback or nothing.
I did play fullback when I was younger. Yeah, but I was an offensive player, dude. Defense I was a linebacker.
Oh, that's your bread and butter.
Oh, yeah, I love defense, dude. Defense is cool. I like defending.
What's the ones that go through the crowd? What are those ones called?
School shooters. Okay, the ones that go through the crowd, running backs that like get the ball and run through. Yeah, running backs. You look like a good running back.
They came into the wrestling room. They were like, "We want you as a running back." I was like,
Yeah, they get smacked, dude. But running back is fun. I played kind of everywhere, kind of.
Yeah.
So like I liked playing running back, but I didn't have the explosion. I was like a good zone because I could read it well.
Yeah.
But I was never very explosive. Receiver, I was good, but again, I wasn't explosive. I had great hands, though. You know, I did the little things right, you know. But defense is where I shine, dude. Motors. That's why I like defense, because you can fucking be good by just working hard, you know. Like if you're a defensive player and you just work really hard and do your job, you'll be better, like above average defensive player. Like when I coached football, that was like my thing. I would tell these guys, I was like, dudes, you don't have to be some fucking like, you know, crazy athlete, you know, just do your job, be in the right spot and try really hard and you're going to make a lot of plays. And dude, all our teams were good because we would just be disciplined and work and like we would have a dope motor, you know, but then sometimes people are just more athletic than us and you can't do nothing about that. You know, you see how these big old motherfuckers. When I coached at Corona, dude, I coached this dude, they're Corona Centennial. They're like all their guys go D1 and shit, and our dudes are like we barely made the playoffs for the first time in like 25 years or whatever. So they sat their best player. They sat their best player against us, and then one of their players gets hurt, and then they bring in the backup, and he's just as big and just as like good. He looks like the same guy. They just bring in the same guy, and we're like, all right, dude. Like we knew we were gonna lose, but.
Did you guys win?
No, we got mopped up, dude. We got mopped up. Oh god. Yeah,
Did you guys play like Modern Day or Survive?
We were in that division. That was like when we went to playoffs. That's who we would play. But yeah, cause that's who Centennial always plays. Modern
Did you
Day.
ever play against the Chargers?
The Chargers? Who's that? The San Diego Chargers? No.
The Edison Chargers.
No, I always loved Edison though. I used to watch them on on TV when I was little.
There
on the FS1 Sports or whatever, dude. I used to watch those games. I used to like the Edison Servite games and stuff like that. They used to go fucking hard. They had this little we talked about this, that little Italian running back that I remember when I used to watch him. He was like Lugatti or something like that. He was sick. He's like this little Italian white boy running back for Edison. And he was lit, man. If you're out there, that guy, I watched you all the time as like a eighth grader.
What's the last name?
I can't remember. It's like Lugatti. It was like some weird Italian name.
And he was little?
He was smaller than the other guys, you know, because he was white. You don't get a lot of white running backs. You know?
Was he bald?
I didn't see his helmet off, you know. Because Edison had those sick-ass helmets, dude. Their unis are all green and yellow, dude.
Green and yellow with the
Horny shit. That's Packer colors. Yeah, shout out to fucking SoCal
Edison,
football, dude.
Dude.
Edison's dope
Edison
ass
Chargers.
Hell yeah. You went to Edison, no?
Yeah.
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 My dad played at Baldwin Park High School. Shout out Baldwin Park High School. He played at we've only won the state twice, and he played on one of them at our high school too. So I played at the same high school he played at, and no matter how, and I was he barely played. No offense, that he barely played. He started at corner later, but I was like a captain. I played I was starting both ways and shit. But we were average, you know. We weren't as good as they. Well, they had more black people than us back then.
Yeah,
we were just Mexican kids at this point. And he would always be like, yeah, you know, be 13-0. They went 13-0, and he always showed me his ring. And it was literally Friday Night Lights, the football movie. Have you ever seen it? The dad's all taunting the son. Yeah, that's how our football culture is. You know, we have a solid football culture out there too. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's up. How you got comedy show plugs or what?
Saturday. It's the same one.
Saturday.
It was Dakota Freeman's.
Yeah.
What's that one called?
That's gonna be over by the time this premieres.
I know.
We're supposed to look a week ahead.
A
week ahead. I got fucking Reed Clark's show.
Oh yeah.
Got a Reed Clark show on a Thursday in Santa Monica. Idiots United. We're having gamer time, dude. I'm excited to have gamer time on our fucking. He's recording whatever the fuck kind of autistic spasm he has on stage. He's gonna put it on tape, and we're gonna fucking send that shit. Okay. Yeah, man.
I'm woke, bro.
You're woke?
No.
Hell yeah, I'm glad you're woke, dude. You know, there's enough fucking not woke people in this office. I'm not pointing fingers, but one of them's name starts with A and ends with the NG.
I have one show this month.
Yeah, one show this month? Dang, hell yeah. Word. Where is it?
Outsourced. It doesn't even have any.
Hell yeah.
Well, two, including Dakota's. Damn.
Word. AJ finding out live on live podcast that he's not booked anywhere. That's sad. Well, hey, you know what? Don't even feel bad about it, dude. It's fluctuations. Everything peaks and valleys. You know what I mean? But I will say this: if we're gonna use this as productive podcast fodder, that's what happens when you don't go to Mike's, you son of a bitch. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's for any. I know comics don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But my own personal experience. The more mics I'm hitting directly correlates with how much I'm getting booked.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it is just people see you and they remember you. So if you're not around, it's not that you're anything's happening. It's just you're not around. You know what I mean? So then people don't. Because now that because I'm just saying because now that I'm I feel like I'm not booked a lot. These next 2 weeks are kind of dry, but then I have a busy last 2 weeks of July. I know Ray Cameron was like, oh yeah, you got shows every day now, and I was like it doesn't. That's not true. That's not true. It seems that way. You know what I mean? But fuck Ray Cameron. First off, and I'm just kidding. He doesn't watch this anyways. He tells me very vividly that he doesn't watch. But he doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? He doesn't go nowhere. He goes to Chaos and Third Wheel, and it's you can do that, G. But don't be bitching at me about you're not getting shows if you never go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to. I don't want to hear nothing about that. So, you know,
I feel you.
we could have.
I have slacked off a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. We all have our periods. You know what I mean? You have a period. I'm just kidding. No, but that's how it goes.
I'm cool with it though, cause I feel like I needed to settle real quick.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that too. And then maybe you come back and maybe you get like some you have a little fresh take on the whole scene. Cause like I feel like I'm out every day, every night, but it's not cause I have nothing, I have nothing, so like it's easy for me to focus all my time on comedy and fucking surfing and then seeing my cat. You know what I mean? There's nothing. I mean, I guess work too, but like work has become comedy at this point. So it's like
it's so difficult to balance everything.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to see real friends. You know what I mean? I don't have friends. No, I'm just kidding. But we can't worry about it. We can't worry about it, dude. What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Chill.
Oh, man, chill.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to me and Reed Clark going to Napa. If anyone's in Napa, you want to go fucking watch us do comedy at wine. It's funny going to bars and wine stuff and like all this shit, and me not drinking no more. You know what I mean?
Dude, some of them were really good though.
Yeah, well, the wine one we went to, that shit was dope as fuck.
The San Diego
I was
one?
faded, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one was good.
Dude, there was only like 10 people at that show, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, about 10 people. But they were loud. They were fun. That was a great. I love military vets as comedy crowds. Yeah. No, but like being around. I've never like. It's like every time I see like inspirational quotes before in my life, I've always been like, it's so lame, it's so gross, you know what I mean? But now that I stopped drinking, like I'll see like an animated cat be like, "You're doing great, just so you know," and I'm like, yes. I'm like, thank you for seeing that, dude.
You get it where you can.
Yeah, you're like,
you get it where you can.
Yeah, thank you.
Bro.
So now I understand. I'm following a bunch of inspirational shit.
Bro, they're the best. They're the best.
It's cool. It's funny, and it's just like
some of them will get you, and then some of them will be like, "Damn, I gotta step up."
Yeah.
But there's like, fuck.
Now they do these reels that are like black and white interviews of these famous celebrities, and they're all zoomed into their face. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, when I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. And it's just Biggie Smalls, like, you know what I mean? But I'm down. I'm trying to, cause it is.
I'm shifting the mindset too to like slow things down a little bit,
right?
Because I feel like it's just been fucking
flying,
and I feel like I've stretched myself thin for the first half of this year.
Yeah. It's midway point of the year. How's the first half of your year go? How did that go?
I think it was great, honestly.
Good first half of the year.
Yeah, I thought it was strong.
That's what's up. I've had a fucking shit year, but but I've had great moments all throughout the year, though. You know what I mean? Even the shitty parts I feel very grateful to experience.
Yeah.
Even like the really sad stuff. You know what I mean? Because like now I'm like distant. I'm trying to practice like healthy mental practices. You know what I mean? So the way I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, this is a good thing for me to learn from and move on from, because it's like, we're young. I'm only 28. You're only 42. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So
these weathered. This is wisdom right here,
dude. I like it, dude.
A bottle full of wisdom.
Your white hairs look way better than mine. My white hairs are like fucking like. There's some like weird like fucking
like they twirl.
Like I fucking like
you look like a witch.
Yeah. Not even like what are those things called? They're like little like I want to say tassels or something. Like I'm just like the worst feathered hair ever. You know what I mean? Like, mine look weird. They're gross. But yours, you look like a fucking like, a horny tito now. I can see you hanging out.
Is the mustache dead? Is it crazy? This crazy right now. It's untamed at this moment.
No, it looks fine.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I just barbecued with my sister-in-law's family. My sister's in-laws family. That family.
So good.
Yeah, they're all Filipino. They're cooking a bunch of like pork. They cook pork and like ribs and shit.
Yeah.
And all this brine, dude. And dude, it was fucking.
Oh,
fire.
dude, I got a story for you. It was like a couple weeks ago. I saw my sister, my little brother from my dad who passed away, and I hadn't seen him. I don't know, for maybe like at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And then the little boy looks just like my dad. I was like, what?
Whoa.
I was like, what the?
That's
It was
crazy.
a trip, bruh.
Damn.
They were smart and shit. I was like, these motherfuckers are smart.
Fuck. And who are they?
It's my mom and my dad. They divorced, and then my dad remarried to this Filipino lady and had 2 kids with her.
2 more kids, and these are those kids.
Yeah.
Dang, they look just like him.
Yeah, and I'm like, what
Oh
the
shit.
hell?
And what were you saying? You look like your dad, or your
No,
you look like
so
your
I
mom,
look
and
like
your
my mom,
sister
and
looks
my
like
sister looks like my dad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to your sister. Shout out your sister. What's your sister's name?
Gisette,
dude. That sounds like a gang. Like, what's Gisette, dude? What's
What's
Gisette?
Gisette?
Hey, I don't bang, bro. I don't bang. Dude, Gisette. Hell
That's
yeah.
funny.
Hell yeah, dude. My sister's birthday's in November 10th.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the Marine Corps birthday.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, she
That's another day I get drunk.
Yeah? On the
Yeah.
Marine Corps birthday?
Yeah.
All the Marines get like lit?
You get fucked up.
Dang, that's cool. Is there like parties during the Marine when you're in boot camp and shit?
No, not in boot
No one
camp.
cares?
Not in boot camp.
Oh. That's crazy.
But when
I
you're
didn't know they
in-
had birthdays. Do you know the story of the origins of
Yeah, it was
the Marines?
Turn Tavern, 1775 or some bullshit.
Damn. Dang, before the formation of the country?
I think so.
Right, because who fought for
Some
the
shit.
country?
But it was in a bar where all the fools were like, "Hey, let's fight." And
Yeah.
Then it turned into the government's gang. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm watching a Rogan that's like all about like MK Ultra.
Yeah,
shit,
oh, the
dude. I love
LSD
the LSD
and
shit.
Who
And,
did that turn into?
that Charles Manson is the one that
Unabomber.
they say.
Oh, Charles Manson or the Unabomber?
It might be the Unabomber too. I think there's a bunch like the way they're explaining it, that this program was so expansive that it like spurred a bunch of like psychological threats. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Because like there's
what episode is that?
it's like 1459 or something like that.
Send it to me.
I will, because there's a story of this guy, this like little girl goes missing, and this guy ends up like walking out of the woods, and he doesn't know what happened,
Yeah.
and he ended up like killing and raping this little girl, but he says he doesn't know what happened, and like he has no recollection or whatever, and then the when he gets charged, he gets taken by the military. They take him away, and his psychiatrist is like the same guy that is running the LSD experiments in San Francisco. It just happens to be like the same guy. He's like his the state appointed psychiatrist to that guy. It's all that's true, but this was speculation of him being programmed, because like the whole idea was to be able to control someone and make them do something that they wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
And then they have no memory of it. Like that's what the program was.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. So if they can make someone do something and then you have no memory of it, they can make you do whatever, and then you can just be like a normal person walking around. You know? Kind of like that movie or that show you guys are talking about, or I think Vanessa and Luke were talking about it. Where like you have different like you go to work and you only know what you are doing at work, and then once you leave work you have like a totally different consciousness. You know nothing about work, you don't remember nothing, and you only remember your life.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. Those are two different ideas. But yeah. Oh God. You alright?
Yeah.
Damn. All that vape juice in there,
Dude,
dude.
my homegirl, the one that fucking dislocated her ankle.
Yeah.
She came over last night. We were kicking it, and then I was like, she just got a cast put on and shit, and I was pulling her because she wanted to smoke a jazzy jizzle, you know, a little right. And then I was like, I'll bring you back, dog. And I didn't realize it, but I like burped, and I was like, and I blew it out. And as I blew it out, I pulled her into my fucking burp, and she was like, bitch.
Gross.
Like, oh damn, my bad, dog.
Oh man, what'd you burp up, dude? Was it something gross?
It was like
garlic knots or something.
No, what did I have? I think I had cottonmouth from weed.
This
was a cottonmouth
smoke.
Second ashtray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, yesterday, sad news. James Caan died. I feel like you don't even know who that is, dude.
I don't.
You don't.
But I wanted to put it on.
That's why I was surprised when I seen it on there.
Ask me something about it.
Okay, what's his most famous movie?
Elf.
Elf. Wow, controversial. Some people said Godfather.
Oh, see, I'd never seen it.
You never seen Godfather? You seen Elf though?
I've never finished Elf.
You never finished Elf?
Yeah, I tried. I've been trying to watch Elf since I was 22.
Okay.
Weird. And every year, I'll say at Christmas, I'll be like, yo, I want to watch Elf. I want to get super baked. I want to have it edible. I want to watch Elf. And everybody's like, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then I sit and I wait all day. Yeah. And then we never watch Elf.
It's pretty boring until he gets to the city. Like, the beginning is so boring. So I can see how you could lose interest pretty quick. Because when he's in the Santaland or whatever, I'm just like, I like
care. How you know my attention span is just shot.
Well, I feel you. That's how, dude. I feel that, dude. Because I was thinking about you're high. You're like, I want to watch Elf. You sit down in the first 20 minutes, just like, oh god. You're setting up this whole story. It's like, just put the Elf man in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to fucking. And Zoe Deschanel's in that.
Yeah.
I love Zoe. Zoe's the. Paranoid.
Is she the one that?
What?
Do you love her?
Yeah, I loved her. She was like, I had a childhood crush on her. Dude.
Who do you love?
Nobody, dude.
No, come on, man, celebrity.
Celebrity, dude.
It's make believe. They're
make
never.
Believe.
What the fuck?
I can't. Okay. You go first, and let me give you ideas.
Oh, dude.
So give me a young heartthrob that you had.
I don't know her name, but the teacher from Billy Madison.
Okay. I know who you're talking about.
In love with her, and I was like, I think she also played Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Dude, yeah, okay. And then who's now? Who's it now?
No, let me go through another one. I'll give you another one.
Okay.
I used to love Amanda Seyfried.
Okay. Oh, yes, big-eyed lady.
Oh, hey, relax.
You got big old eyes, dude. That's Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me think. Okay, so I loved Hilary Duff as a little kid. Do you remember Hilary Duff?
Dude, Hilary Duff now is...
Hilary Duff was like, she programmed people to love white women, dude. She programmed a whole generation of guys to love white women.
She was so cool.
She was, dude. She
still is.
Her friend Miranda was arguably hotter. You know what I mean?
She was Filipino.
Was she really?
Yeah, but she played a Mexican.
She played a Mexican. That's why like I was like, as a kid, I was like, oh, she's cool too. But I was like, Lizzie's it. I fucking all 6th grade and shit.
Do you remember As Told by Ginger?
No.
Someone once told me the grass is much greener.
No.
On the other side. You don't remember that shit?
Never even heard of this. Yeah, I remembered less the more you started
Crush.
singing.
Don't trick me.
Crush.
Yeah, okay, so your first one as a kid was...
My first one?
I got a few. I got more.
Oh,
I love Brenda's song from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, Brenda's song was great. Brenda's song was great. God.
I had a picture of her on my wall.
Oh, my God. Creep. That's horny. That's like so horny. Well, at least, hey, that's good, dude. I feel like Lizzie McGuire is like, I could say probably the first like crush.
Where you seen on TV where you were like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah. I don't remember anything. I mean, like, I kind of remember being kind of horny about the chick from Roger Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit. I remember feeling horny about her as a kid. And I would like almost be scared to watch the movie because I was like so horny. Like she was so horny. I was like, dang, I don't even know if I should watch this. It's kind of like crazy thing. Do you ever watch something you watched as a kid and then it evokes all these old feelings that you used to have when you watched this movie?
Yeah, I remember that I never sat through a single movie.
Dang, ADHD.
Because I like watch movies. And I'm like, I don't remember any of this happening.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't even think you sat through this movie.
Yeah, dude. Every time I watch like the kids, my niece and nephew are watching Lion King.
Yeah.
And the scene where Mufasa dies.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's scary, dude. All the fucking antelope. I started getting all fucking like flashbacks as a kid, like all these dark feelings, these dark energies. Oh, it holds it crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, but who's a now a crush you have now? You would say
Elizabeth Olsen.
I don't even know what this is.
Scarlet Witch. Oh, you don't even watch.
I don't watch nothing. I feel like, dude.
What about fictional characters?
A fictional character.
Anybody? Like a pony? My Little Pony? Nala from Lion King?
I need to do something about my desires, dude. I need to desire more, you know?
Do you feel like you just not desire enough?
I feel like I don't think about it.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
But that's good.
But it is good, but it is healthy to be somewhat like wanting. You know what I mean? To have some sort of like I would say curiosity. You know what I mean? Not because I do feel like I have a curiosity, but like I don't like as much horniness that I say. I don't always feel that horny, you know.
You're a different breed of man. Mario for president.
But no, I don't.
Not
what does
led
that have
from
to do?
the head.
No,
Led
like
from the
you know what's
brain.
you know what's interesting. I've grown less. Like drinking made me way hornier. Obviously, you know what I mean. Since not drinking, I'm just like I don't even know.
Well, maybe you have low T.
Maybe I have low T. I could have low T, dude. I feel like I have high E. My titties are fucking firing right now. You know, I got so many.
Did you chafe your nipples?
No, dude. I have a wetsuit now, so it doesn't even happen no more.
Look at you, fucking.
But also, I just feel also, you know, regarding other things, I've been too sad to be horny, too horny to be too sad to be horny,
too horny to be sad.
Too horny to be sad. I hope to get there one day. You know what I mean? But right now, too horny to be sad. God, that might have been old me, dude. That might have been old me with old stuff, dude.
No, but now you're feeling things.
Now I feel, and now I'm like. I can't just like
bro, the overwhelming sensation of sadness is wild.
It's awful. It's awful. It's
like
really
a blanket of just like get off of me.
It really does consume you, dude. And in those moments are when I'm learning that is when I would like act out with drugs and alcohol, you know?
Then you're just
so now I don't have that. So I'm just like taking it all, you know what I mean?
It's a lot.
It's a lot, dude. Weekends are the worst, bro. You just wake up, there's nothing to do.
Come pull up. I've been telling you.
I know, but it's just far. Everything's far.
Just
you know
come pull up. Stay at night.
I know, but it's good for me to wrestle that. You know what I mean? To sit there and look at it and
dude,
be like,
because we could literally shoot hoops and smoke.
Right. I know, AJ, but it's far. Okay. After surfing one day, are you going to Viet? Viet's fucking. Maybe it's not gonna come out before, but Viet's birthday's coming.
Let's put it out. Let's just send an address.
Happy birthday, Viet, dude!
Our 4 viewers.
Our 4 viewers go to
we
fucking.
Dude, we could drop our location for the next 4 years.
Yeah,
and it's like
right. That's true. But yeah, okay, fuck it. Yeah, well, there's
Long Beach, baby.
Viet's having a thing on Saturday.
Watch people show up. They didn't want to.
Next week, the week after. Yeah, but yeah. So I have noticed that. That
that's
like,
good. I'm glad you're doing.
That's why I took up surfing, and I've been surfing like days in a row. Just cause like I'm so anxious, dude. I feel very anxious.
Yeah.
And that like it gets like the blood flowing, you know, puts me through stress early in the morning.
Lets you focus on other things besides those things.
And then I get out and I'm too fucking tired to be fucking anxious or nervous. I'm just like, I'm all dead. Yeah. You know? So like, you know, both practicing like mental
dude, what if you start
exercises?
Like traveling and catching those big waves?
That'd be cool, dude. I'm watching a bunch of Instagram shit about that shit. That shit looks gnarly, dude.
Would you do it?
No, dude.
You respect the water too much?
Oh god, dude. I have trouble if it gets 4 to 5, bro. You know what I mean? I'm out there at the 2 to 3s and I'm getting worked, you know. I'm putting in work too though. I can catch a wave pretty much no problem on my knees.
You still can't stand?
I can stand every once in like I'm averaging 3 to 4 stands a session now.
That's good because you got none before, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would only go knees. But so it's.
I saw this TikTok video. Sorry to interrupt you. I saw this TikTok video. It's this man. He's all talking about the power of thought. You know, and he's all saying, he's like, hey, they did a research study with 3 groups of individuals, and what they did was the first group, they said, practice shooting free throws, and then we'll come back and we'll shoot more free throws. And then the second group was, don't worry about doing free throws, but do these free throws. And then the third group was, you're not going to do free throws, but you're going to think about doing those free throws, and they're going to go shoot. And then what happened is the group that imagined practicing free throws only had a 1% difference from the group one who was actually practicing free throws.
Whoa.
So practice getting up.
Right, in my head.
In your head.
In my head. I know. That's good. Mental exercises. We would tell our kids to do that. Like our coaches used to always tell us to do that. It would be like imagining yourself making plays, and then you make plays. Which at the time I was like, shut up. You know what I mean?
But now it's like, because I do it at night too.
Yeah. I like anything that's like this idea of manifesting shit.
Yeah.
Like anything that you hyper focus on, you're going to move towards it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad. So like that makes sense when you're like, if you imagine something, you will get close that way, you know. And if you add that to also physically practicing, you know. I just like dude, I don't even care about catching waves. I just want to get past the break and then just sitting out there, dude. Oh, it's so nice. Just sitting out there, the board falling, you're just like, oh, lazy.
Yeah, island boy.
You watch your friends catching all these waves. You're like, hell yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that sometime. I was out here all tired. And I was like, oh, get that one, dude. I'm like, I can't. My arms are dead, dude. My arms are dead. I won't catch it.
You do boogie boarding? Have you ever done boogie boarding?
Yeah, I used to boogie board a lot when I was younger.
Dude, I guess, if you're trying to catch waves and feel good about it, let's go boogie boarding.
Well, I can catch on my knees like nothing now. Like I can paddle into it, catch it. I'm good. It's just like that initial
What is
pump.
Is it just so much core stability and balance?
It's not. It's my explosion. Or again, I think I'm thinking about it wrong. Cause I'm watching these longboarders on like Instagram, and they're so fluid with it, and they're not like jumping up the way that Chong is like explaining it to me.
Are they like stepping?
They're like, dude, I can't even. They're like they're moving up. Like, I guess you would call it like just getting up. They just get up. They just put one foot up. Can you
put one of these up? Did you like one that we can?
Yeah. So, but like they're telling me to jump up, and I'm kind of doing it.
Hey, who are your crushes besides Lizzie McGuire?
Zoe Deschanel.
Oh, okay.
So like, let's see if we can see one here. I can't find one right now. We'll do this later. But like, he just like leans up, right? And then his front foot just like comes up because he's so far up, and like,
oh, like he steps through.
He like steps through,
like a
because he's already his chest is up.
Oh, so he's like balancing.
Yeah, so he just swing. Yes, his foot just comes up,
and then it's
right. But he's on like the shoulder of a bigger wave. Like it looks at least like a 4 or 5, so he has time. I don't know what's going on. So like as soon as I'm paddling in, I'm like God, like trying to jump up. Like I don't have the patience down yet. The timing. And I'm getting better at it. Like now I know when to pop up. Now I know when to start paddling. Now I know when to do everything. But it's just that initial getting, because I'm standing up late. So like I'll get up on my knees. Or I'll get up with one foot up, and then like I'll ride the wave, and then I'll get the back foot up, and then I'll ride the wave out, and I can do that. But
how do you get back to the shore?
To the shore?
Yeah.
You like paddle, like you can like take a wave all the way back and then walk out, or then like just paddle back, let the kind of current take you. Paddle back, boogie board it back, walk back. Chong got fucking stabbed by a fucking stingray in the
that's
foot.
crazy.
His was gnarly, dude. Mine was nothing like his, dude. His was gnarly, and he was chilling. Yeah, dude. This shit was. He was like, oh, I'm like out there because he caught a wave, and he went in, and they're always hanging out by like where you're walking. Yeah. Where you walk in. So when you ride a wave in, you have to like walk, like kind of go
the other way.
Start paddling back out. And I guess he got hit, and he's like paddling out, and I'm already out there, and he's like, Mario, I got stung, and he's like far. I'm looking at him. He's like holding his foot up, and you just see like blood like falling out of his foot, dude. And I was like, oh shit, dude. I was like, it's cool. Like paddle back. Try not to freak out and shit, you know, because I hate blood, dude. You know, I'm like, ugh.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'm like, paddle back. That's literally what I tell him. We get to the shore, and I was like, dude, just go, because we have both boards. I was like, just walk to because we already did it for me. I was like, just walk to the first aid. I'll take the boards or whatever. And then he like starts walking, and like I look, and there's literally a trail of blood following him, dude.
That's so funny.
Dude, and then like it's like, and the water's hitting it. Yesterday I said it looked like D-Day. You know what I mean? Like D-Day, all this bloody water in the sand and shit. And then so like I carry the boards back, and then I'm like carrying one board back, and I just hear you got stung, and then Adam's voice, yeah. And I look like that. He's like hobbling to like this. They're like I don't know what they work at the beach or whatever.
Yeah.
And he hops on, and the guy has to get off because there's not enough room. And Adam's like holding his foot. He's like, "Oh, sorry, bro, I took your spot." And the guy's like, "It's cool." And I'm like watching them from afar, all stupid. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then he put his fucking foot in a bucket of hot boiling water, and that shit went away.
Really?
That's how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes. Yeah.
It's hot water.
Hot water. The hotter the water, the better.
Really?
It's like boiling hot too. This little kid got hit yesterday too, and he went and he was like, dude, this just burning my foot. He wasn't saying that. He's like, and then but the lifeguard was like, nah, mustached man. He was like, nah, it's like that's what you need of being all cool and shit. Lifeguards are so cool, dude.
Dude, remember I said it before. Dude. We produce some of the best lifeguards.
Oh God, they're so cool. You're just sitting around looking at them like, dang.
Because they have just the right amount of authority.
Yeah, exactly. And their authority is like based upon them like conquering the water, kind of. You know, so they have authority that is like valid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have valid authority. Cause like when you're out there, you don't give a fuck. Like, save me, bitch. I don't do whatever, dog. Come get me.
Shout out to the lifeguards, bro.
Dude, I went stripping at Sunset Beach, and it was like that one day I went after work.
Yeah.
And it was gnarly, dude. It was like It was like the current was all crossing, like the waves were hitting all nuts. This guy was like telling me not to go out there, but I still went out there because I was just catching whitewater. I wasn't paddling out.
Yeah.
And then like I look back.
Did you need to get saved?
Huh?
Did you need to get saved?
No, but I look back and like there's two lifeguard trucks right there, like right by where I was. They just showed up like watching me, just in case something happens.
They have to. So, and they were probably like, "Man, we just told them."
I know. That's exactly what it felt too. Like they like both came.
They're like,
okay, this guy's, and I wouldn't get out too because I just like it was like my third day and I was like determined to stand up. It was the first day I stood up. And I was out there for fucking like 3 hours, dude. No lie.
Stood there
they were just hanging out. And then this kid and his like dad or instructor or whatever, they came out. So one of them went with him, so it wasn't so like obvious. Yeah, because I was the only one out there because it was rough, man. It was rough. But that was the first day I stood up, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's cool, dude. I love waking up early too. Like that's what's cool to me. Like waking up early,
But you strike me as a morning person.
I'm pretty good in the morning.
You're like a get up and go type of dude.
Yeah, if it's like
I'm like an old vehicle. Like I gotta.
You gotta rev up a little bit. You gotta warm up. Dude, well, I'm down to like wake up early if we're gonna do something chill. If we're getting like when I worked at the warehouse, fuck that, dude. Waking up early to go work. Oh god, yeah. Let me wake up early so I can unload a fucking 18-wheeler. Dude, like, fuck that, you know. But I'll go wake up early to go kick it at the beach, fucking drink coffee and smoke weed in the parking lot, dude. Fucking going, dude. That's why you gotta come. It's such a hang. The surfing's like the chill part is the hard part, you know. The hang is where the fun is, you know. Dustin, Chong's homie Dustin, super cool guy.
Chill,
dude.
You gotta put that picture up of you.
Which one?
You're all, where your hair's a little down.
My hair's down. I got my fucking board in my truck, dude. Nah, dude. You know, I surf for fucking, you know, 'cause I love it. Not really for like the clout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario does exist.
Yes, it does. On the water. I'm like the first amphibian. Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm having fun. The next, so shout out James Caan. I don't know how we got to there from James Caan, but James Caan was Sonny in the fucking Godfather, and he whooped the shit out of this dude that hit his sister, which is cool as fuck. And then 2, he fucking he got because of his anger. Sonny got he got like shot up like fucking.
Are you talking about Godfather?
Yeah, in the Godfather. He gets a fucking and then
he gets lit up.
He gets lit up. And in the first scene of the Godfather, this guy comes to the Godfather and asks him to kill his son-in-law.
Yeah.
And he's like a mortician or whatever.
Yeah.
And then later in the movie, halfway through the movie, it's a 3-hour movie, Sonny gets killed, James Caan.
Yeah.
And the Godfather goes to the mortician and was like, this is your favor that you owe me. You're going to fix my boy up. He's like, look what they did to my boy. Look what they did to my boy. And he's all fucking bullet holes everywhere. So the mortician goes in and, like, makes him look good so they can have an open casket because, like, the mom would be, like, so hurt if she couldn't see him.
Should I watch that movie?
Bro, yes, of course, man.
Right.
Dude, but
should we talk about the next time I watch it?
Yeah, I would love. Dude, we should watch it together. I would love to watch it again, man. I love that movie. I used to watch it like over and over. It was made by I forget the guy's name, but his name's Mario whatever. So every time I would see Mario pop up as a kid, I was like super pumped.
Mario Stanley Kubrick?
No, it was like Mario something.
Mario Spielberg?
No. It's like not Francis Coppola or whatever.
Oh, Francis Ford Coppola?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it has something to do with it. Anyways, and then Godfather 2 is even better because then Robert De Niro gets introduced as the young Godfather, and it kind of goes back and forth between the old and the old times, because like Michael is getting tried by the Senate, like they're so big that they're getting Mario Puzo, yeah. Shout out Luke, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mario Puzo, Italian king.
As soon as he heard Italian, his fucking ears perked up. And he probably had the headphones on too.
Yeah, dude. I imagine that was like a really like a very controversial film in the Italian community.
I bet you that just gave so much Italian pride though.
Oh yeah, of course. Everyone wants to be fucking gangsters. When fucking Blood In, Blood Out and American Me came out, like the Mexican American Chicanoism gangster culture.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it, dude. Lowrider shit just blew up.
Bruh, I seen this shit about like Filipinos in jail.
Yeah.
And they said that when you're bad, all they make you do is do wall sits and everybody has to spank you.
Dang. Well, that's not fair. Wall sits are kind of how you guys like smoke cigs. That's how you guys smoke cigs, dude. You guys have been like fucking trained. I get it now, dude. Yeah. Dude, have you ever watched those like a Jailed Abroad or whatever? You ever seen those? My dad used to love jail shows, dude.
I've seen the one where this dude visits all like the crazy ass jails.
I think it's like one of those.
And he's like been wrongfully convicted of some shit and gets to take on the task of like, that's his story, and he gets to like take on the task of like hanging out at the.
Oh, he was wrongfully convicted. He came out, and then now he's doing this.
Yeah,
that's pretty nuts, man. Wrongful conviction is fucking scary. Dude. Imagine
terrifying.
That shit. Imagine back in the day, too, because, like, there's no DNA evidence or nothing. Not that that means anything now, really. But, like, back then, for sure, they could just be like, nah, dude, you did it. They're like, nah, you did it, fool. Go to fucking Guatemala.
That's wild.
Yeah, speaking of Guatemala, Boris Johnson, I see, resigned. Do you even know who that is again? Why are you...
I just wanted to make it interesting.
That's good. I feel like you're picking topics for me, and I like that. Hell yeah, Boris Johnson's the Prime Minister of England. You knew that.
I did.
You knew that.
I knew that he's resigning because he's made some bad decisions.
Oh, I mean, he's a fucking...
But I don't know
he's a
nothing
clown.
about nothing.
He's like somehow worse than Donald Trump. not that he does like worse things, that he's just so incompetent
Okay.
and like ridiculously stupid. He's pretty much like he used to be like a blogger almost, like a opinion writer, and he's like a really good writer. He really is a good writer.
Yeah.
And like European, like British people loved him because he was like a smart Tory. That was like Tories are like Republicans. They're like, you know, getting it back at the system.
That's so crazy that you know. So, that's right. You were journalism, right?
In college? Yeah. No, I was a.
What are you, detective?
Dude, I did a
Street
bunch
detective,
of stuff.
SD?
No, well, when I started getting into politics, I started getting into politics through Russell Brand. And you know who Russell Brand is?
Yeah.
Dude, he wrote a book called Revolution. It's a great book.
He also made a movie called Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, amazing. Fucking Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
His podcast used to be super good, The Truths. He used to do like news, and he used to research stories and like
find out whether it was true or not and get the facts.
Yeah. And now it's become a little bit more clickbaity and like more right wing, which you know I don't think that's even fair to say. But his his thumbnails are clickbaity. It's like they don't want you to know this. Anytime someone does that, it's kind of over to me.
I think we should start doing that for our shorts.
Oh God, no!
They don't want you to know this.
They don't, the system's trying to keep this from you, dude.
I'm going to make some clickbaity headlines.
Yeah, but well, we could talk about that. We could talk about because we do need to put like we need to get our YouTube together and clips. But anyways, yeah. So I got into politics through him. So he was always talking about like British politics. So I started learning what like the Tories and the Labour Party, and Labour is kind of like they're Democrats, you know.
Yeah.
And then Peaky Blinders kind of shows like the beginnings of the Labour Party, because it's like old like union, like they were created from the union, like they're the labor, they were supposed to reflect the working class.
Yeah.
So and then like how that was kind of infiltrated by not only like gangsters but also like
government officials,
yes, and like right wing people, so like fascists. Yeah. So like you would use like the working class to like exactly what happened with the Soviet Union. Pretend that you're like liberal, but then come in as authoritarian. You know, so you would pretend to be for
we cool
for the masses.
Iron fist like that.
Yeah. So like that's what happened with like the Soviet Union. Just so we could clear this up, because I haven't talked about this in a long time. So just to refresh myself. When like the Bolshevik Revolution happened and Lenin got in place in the Soviet Union, it never became true communism, because like the worker councils that like pretty much ran the workplaces. So when you're gonna say that the work spot is owned by the workers, it's controlled by the workers' council that's elected through the workers.
Yeah. And
when Lenin came in, he disbanded all the workers' councils. So right off the bat, he took away the working class power. So you can't say that was even ever true quote unquote communism. It was from the start authoritarianism. So just so we can clear that up, you know, because I hate when people are like, oh, well, people tried communism. Look at Soviet Union. I was like, dude, that was authoritarianism, like fucking textbook.
What's Cuba?
Cuba is also authoritarianism, but
masked in communism.
No, it's more communistic in the sense like
we all broke.
All broke.
Some of us.
No. Like their medical system is like one of the best in the world. Like when
Cuba?
COVID happened, like they're hooking up with China and going over the world sharing vaccines and shit, because their public facilities are like way really good.
They're better
because they're invested in more than like we have no medical system because it's you know, private companies, you know, our taxes don't go to our medical bills. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where in Cuba, their taxes go to like the schools. Like their literacy rate, like the kids that can actually read is like one of the highest in the world too. So like they might not be they might not have like 18 different, you know, taco sauces. You know what I mean? But they have healthcare and they have like, you know, their kids can read.
God damn.
So it's all about the scale of what society you want to kind of live towards, you know what I mean?
You know a lot of stuff. You're a stuff knower.
I know, dude. I mean, I get obsessive with stuff, you know. Sorry. So, back to Boris Johnson. Let's stick on Boris, okay? Boris is kind of responsible for Brexit. Not Theresa May is technically the.
Can you give me like the TLDR of the Brexit situation?
That's hilarious. So Brexit's pretty much like American first movement, where it's like UK wanted to break away from the European Union.
Yeah.
So they wanted to like, which doesn't even make sense. So I don't even know how to truly explain it. They wanted to be out of the union, so like, but the European Union is so like interwoven. It didn't make sense from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like, cause all the train routes connect to each other. All the fucking trade routes connect to each other.
Yeah.
Like the euro is like they were gonna get off the euro and like onto the pound. Like everything was gonna the whole system was gonna change, just for like some sort of like what they call Jangoistic, which is pretty much just like tribalism and nationalism. So just to make a point, they were gonna leave the European Union, and Boris Johnson was like one of the biggest advocates, but he wasn't prime minister, so he was just like he was just like a dude in the Senate or whatever, and so he can spout off all he wanted and be like, yeah, we should leave the European Union, fuck it, whatever. And then Theresa May, the poor lady that was there before him, was like all stressed and like fucking dying pretty much because everyone's like, do it, bitch, and don't do it, you're stupid. And then they did it, and then he becomes fucking prime minister, so it's kind of on his plate, and it's kind of and like obviously he's a fucking idiot, so he just like fumbled everything, and it's just a complete disgrace. So it's kind of hilarious that he resigns. But this is what happens when we have like when we treat politics as some sort of like a game, you know what I mean, or some sort of like, you know, popularity contest, or like it's American Idol or something. Yeah.
How do we breed good politicians though?
We eliminate politicians.
We do?
Yeah, because politicians are middlemen for us, where there should be no more middlemen. We should be the people that negotiate what we want out of life.
What if there's one representation that can't represent one side of
That's
us?
why you represent yourself. So like
so it's like just everybody.
Everyone sacks up and becomes a real citizen that's involved in their community, and they don't outsource it to these fucking people in suits. You know? Like, that's really the answer to eliminating politicians. Like, the perfect politician seeks to eliminate politicians. They want to limit all the fucking middle ground. Because, like, what happens right now is that let's say we want a park. We have to go to our politician to get a park, so they could tell the state that they could do whatever. Like, there's this whole bureaucracy where it goes in.
where we can't just make the park.
Yes, exactly. So if everyone in the neighborhood was like, no, this space is here, let's make a let's put benches in here, let's cut the grass, let's make this park. That is more, and it's more like streamlined, you know. It like that is what needs to happen. That is what would need to happen to make better politicians. Everyone would become a politician.
Imagine if you just made shit with no permits, but then you forced the city to pay you.
Yeah, like that is kind of what happens in rich communities. You know what I mean? Like, Rich people could just buy land and then do something on it, and then at the end be like, oh, I'll sell this to the city, and then it'll become a city thing, you know. Yeah. Let's use the same example of us building a park. Let's say all of us wanted to make a park here. To make that park, we would have to go buy benches and buy lumber and buy these things, and like that, like people with more means have more access to creating the world that they live in, you know. In the very tangible aspect of like, I want to create this now, you know. So it's very complex because like obviously like in an ideal world we can do whatever we want. Yeah. Know? But in like reality, when you get to it, like materials cost things and
things cost things.
But that's where taxes come in. Like we would all that's what the taxes are. We put into this fund, and we use that fund to do things that we want to do. Like I remember always thinking about like census voting. So like you would vote on a budget, and like you'd vote like 1, 2, 3, 4, like schools, hospitals, roads, parks, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like if everyone puts schools number 1, then the most money in the budget goes to schools.
And they're allocated to different things.
Yes, exactly. And everyone gets to vote on it, and then like the highest number, the one with the most points or the less points is the higher priority. That has been said to be like a certain like thing that could happen. But again, as long as there's like this like huge web of like bureaucracy, it's probably not going to happen. but yeah. So fuck Boris Johnson. Fuck your hair.
Yeah.
Even British people. You guys are cool as hell, but like stop eating beans like that, dude.
How do they eat beans?
Dude, they eat beans like a soup. Like fucking. I don't like whole beans in general. I like my shit refried and smushed down and fucking. You know, they've been made 3 years ago, but you know they're still in the fridge, shit. But yeah, British, class it up. You want to hit us with this last one? Huh? Because I know you love a good lesbian.
So Brittany Griner just got. She's in Russia, obviously, for the whole weed thing, and then she just got to see a judge today.
Brittany Griner, WNBA basketball player. She's like 7'2". What is she? She's huge.
She's a big girl.
Big girl.
But she's like basically they haven't came up with like a final decision of what to do.
So what did she get caught with?
Dude, like pens, weed pens.
Weed pens?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they weren't even like full. She was like, I had to like I was in and out. It was from an old bag. Like I brought this bag not knowing that it was in there. Yeah. And it's like this whole.
Yeah. Well, it's a whole fucking point Russia's trying to make, dude.
So now they're talking about exchanging one for another.
Yeah.
Which is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know what I mean? But I like is there?
But she did make the point, like, if I was LeBron James, this wouldn't have been happening.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like, yeah.
But like, is there like I heard that the person they're exchanging is like a gnarly ass dude, like he's like a spy murderer ass guy. So we're gonna trade a spy for a fucking WNBA player. No one goes to their games anyways, dude. Let's be real, okay? No one's going to the games. No one's going to your rescue. All right? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, you should get let home for weed. Russ is just making a fucking point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they got one up on us, not us. I'm not part of this whole charade.
I'm not either.
So they got one up on the U.S. and they're gonna use it to get their boy out, which makes sense.
Which is crazy.
You know, it makes sense, dude.
But I think because of the political climate right now. She's gonna get out.
Yeah, she should got out during Pride Month, honestly. You know.
Yeah.
On the 31st day of Pride Month, Brittany Griner came home to me. Yeah, I like how you spell. You put Brittany Grinder.
Is that lesbian. Not how you spell it?
It's Griner. It's no.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise.
No.
Yeah.
Fucking all knowing, bro.
I'm not all knowing, dude. Literally seen an article right before we.
You're like a real life iPhone. With all this information.
I break easy.
I forgot to do the timer.
Oh, it's chill. We should get gratitudes and then call it a day.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm grateful for you, dog.
Oh, I'm grateful for you, dog.
Grateful for you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Let's see. What am I grateful for? I am grateful for I'm grateful for my cat, dude. My cat had a rough night on 4th of July.
Oh.
June Tao. He's had a raucous young life, you know? And he's still just a cuddly boy, dude. And I get home and that motherfucker comes up to me and sure he's annoying. Sure he's trying to fuck all night, yelling out the window, trying to fuck whatever cat's out there. But right before we go to sleep, dude, he comes and like I pet him, and like I like pet him and he like purrs, and then he goes on to try to fuck, dude, and I'm just very grateful that I have something that like I don't know that like doesn't talk. That can't complain. And then that just fucking like is like excited for me to get home. You know what I mean? Like that is cool. Just see this young dude that's like pumped to like be around me, sleep near me. Like it's kind of weird, but I don't know what I do without you now, little boy. So thank you, June Tao.
June Tao. All my homies, you know what's up. Alexia, got you, homegirl. This was fun. Really,
yeah,
like mellow.
Yeah. You know, we had a busy day. Not really. It's been chill. Smoked a lot though. Yeah. Keep the change.
Keep the change.